Oh, yeah, watching that Grand Slam over the fence Saturday afternoon. Bye-bye, Detroit Tigers. Great season, though, Andy. You got to say that. I see the red light is on, talking about the Tigers. Well, the red light's on, that means one thing. You know what I'm saying? It means live from New York, it's Saturday night! No, okay. I like saying it, but, you know, like Roxanne, you don't have to put on that red light. Mondays, huh? All right. Before we get any further, Andy, you want me to do the old remind people to like this video down here on the thumb thing right over down here. And what, Andy? Subscribe to my channel. It's right down here. Okay? If you like and subscribe, bingo! All right, man. It is Monday, Rocktober 14th. Rock and roll, hoochie coo, rock and. All right. Yes, sir, Andy. That means we are rocking all month long. I am, boom, rock you like a hurricane. Boom, boom, boom. What? Too soon? Okay. All right, then. Are you sure, man? It's a good song. It's the Scorpions. All right. Before we get any further, again, right, like, subscribe. Let's give a big shout out to our friends right down the hall, down the stairs one flight, 3 doors down, the Great Falls Gazette. It's like local news. It's like local people reporting it, and it's all local. It's not like those other guys. What? How much? It's still only $1. Nope, we aren't. Nope. But I'm gonna buy 5 copies for my mother. Gonna see my smiling face on the cover of the Great Falls Gazette. Oh yeah. A little nipply out this morning. Yeah, Andy, nipply. Chevy Chase, of course. Yep, it's in the 30s at night now, people, and I heard a couple, I guess they were California transplants. They're at the store this weekend, it's in the 30s, I guess winter's here. I didn't have the heart to tell them what's coming. 30s is like, morning 30s, flip-flop weather, it's all good. Smoky. Yeah, it was smoky this past Friday. I don't know what that came from, It's like, smoke on the water. There's fire in the sky. Smoke. What? Did it happen? Did it really happen? Surely you jest. Yeah, your name's not Shirley. Yeah, it really did happen. Well, the song Smoke on the Water, Andy, and everybody else, it's written it's a Deep Purple song. And it's based on true events. It's based on true events that happened in 1971. And it was at the Montreux Casino on Lake Geneva in Switzerland, okay? And Deep Purple, it was a big casino, it was a big hall, they used it for recording in the off-season. Deep Purple was supposed to record at the casino once it closed for the year, okay? And the last night it was open, the last show of the season before it closed, Deep Purple's scheduled recorded album. The album wasn't complete yet, by the way. Last night was Frank Zappa. Yeah, Frank Zappa and the Mothers. Yeah, of Invention, and they played a concert. At the beginning, and this is very documented on how the next step really happened, because we Googled it and we got it from like 3 different sources to make sure that we had this all, yeah, we knew what was going on here. So at the beginning of Don Preston's, who was the keyboard synthesizer player for the Mothers of Invention, he had a solo on the song King Kong. Yeah. King Kong. Yeah. And King Kong. And the palace all of a sudden caught on fire. And basically the fire was, someone was like, and it's not sure if they had a flare gun or a Roman candle, but the rattan, the ceiling was all, rattan. That's like wood like bamboo weaving in the way. And some guy lit off the flare gun towards the ceiling, and that's where, when you listen to the song, it was like, some stupid with a flare gun burned the place to the ground. Smoke on the water. There's fire in the sky. I shit you not, Andy. Google it. Okay, Google all this. It's available from different sources, but as the casino burned to the ground, fire. As it burned to the ground, I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. It's Rocktober. As it burned to the ground, and smoke was like wafting across Lake Geneva, okay? The Deep Purple bassist, Roger Glover, who's credited with writing the song Smoke on the Water, he wrote basically the biggest hit that Deep Purple had. Oh, I like Deep Purple. I like their Fireball album is really good. Who Do We Think We Are album is really good. Shades of Deep Purple has Hush on it. Really good album. But the Smoke on the Water hit song that Roger Glover wrote was probably the biggest hit, most recognizable hit. And like I said just a few minutes ago, they hadn't finished the album yet. Machine Head was the album. They hadn't finished it yet, and Roger Glover, like I said, as he's watching the smoke wafted across the water and the place is burning, it's like he said in an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, it was the biggest fire he's ever seen in his life, since or before or since, yeah. So, they got to. They got to record the album. Of course, it was put off because the casino burnt down. So they had to reschedule. Went to a mobile lab in Germany. In that 2 weeks history, or in the 2 week period. In that 2 week period, Roger Glover wrote the song "Smoke and Water." They had the final song for the album, Machine Head. And the rest is history, Andy. It's like, and now you know the rest of the story. Yeah, people don't realize that. People don't realize that the bassist wrote the song. Yeah, they were due to record Machine Head. They were lacking one song. Casino caught fire. Glover's sitting there like, I think there's a song on that. There's smoke on the water, and wow, there's fire in the sky. and it wasn't for some stupid with a flare gun that, it's like, dude, there's a song there. He's like, dude, whoa, man, I think there's a song in that. It's like, you think? Big hit for him. Another hit, another what? Deep Purple hit that everybody would know. Woman from Tokyo, that was off their Who Do We Think We Are album. I think everybody would know that. My woman from Tokyo, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. I mean, come on, Andy. It's Rocktober. We got it Rocktober here. It's all Rocktober long. Rock me, baby, rock me, little baby. Boom, I love rock and roll. You know. Go from rock song to rock song. We got a boo, 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 rock show. Yeah. Sitting in the bed with, I don't even know how Venus and Mars go. Forget it. Just Google the what do you mean you're not going to? What kind of attitude is that on a Monday morning that you're not going to Google me and put up Venus and Mars rock show so I can sing it? And why would that be, Andy? Because I don't need to be singing. Okay, that's your opinion, but all right. Well, what do we got here? Second Monday of October. And you know what that means, right? It means it's Columbus / hold a minute there, partner, Indigenous People Day, but it's a federal holiday, and it's a state holiday for everybody that works in state or there's no mail, there's no banks, no court. If you got picked up Friday, you got to wait another day. Court's tomorrow. Of course, if they got picked up Friday and they're in jail, how the hell are they watching us? It's not my concern, but thanks for watching, you guys. Anyway, yeah, it's a state and federal holiday. When was it first proclaimed? Well, I'm glad you asked, Andy. It was first proclaimed by President Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1937. Why did I say it in that voice? Because it is Franklin D. Roosevelt. Oh, it's not an imitation of Franklin D. Roosevelt. I don't do one of him. I would never. Like I said, lots of people off work, and it's been pretty quiet up here. When we got up here, it's always quiet when we get up here, though. It's like 6 o'clock, nobody's here, 5:45, nobody's here. Got to use the beep, key pass or whatever to get in. We've talked about, we were looking through back podcasts, and I've talked about Columbus / Indigenous People Day, a couple of years now, American and British colonialism, how can you say that somebody, the place was discovered when it was already inhabited? Well, you can't, right? I mean, come on. It's like, what? Can I go to, we should go to the people down the hall. Hey, you got a better office. We could put a bigger, expand the podcast, studio. We discovered your office. Put our flag down. Get the muskets out. British and America, that's what they did, but, I mean, who discovered America? I mean, come on, let's really, all right, let's go way back then. All right, all right, we're in pretty much agreement, most of everybody that I've talked to, I've said the last 2-3 years, Columbus didn't discover America. He discovered what? Jamaica, Nassau. He discovered the West Indies. He didn't land foot on the North American continent. So he discovered the Americas. Yeah, isn't that convenient? America, where are you now? Don't you care about your sons and daughters? Steppenwolf, it's Rocktober, okay? All right, so we're going to go way back, all right? Let's get serious for a minute. Who discovered the Americas? Okay, we all agree it wasn't Christopher Columbus, okay? Okay? Can we all say that? Do you have a meter? Can you take a poll? Okay? Do we do polls? Should we do one? If you think that he called, no, I don't, right. Okay, so we're all in agreement that he discovered the West Indies and not America. Well, who did then? Well, like I said, let's go back. I mean, way back. Let's go back 30, 40,000 years ago, 50,000 years ago. That's when there was called the Bering Land Bridge. And it connected what is now modern-day Russia with what is now modern-day Alaska. Okay, and if you look at the map, if you look at your globes, you'll see that but Russia's got this little beep little area there, and Alaska's like woo wee woo, and you can literally see Russia and Alaska from each other. Not Sarah Palin, I can see it from my backyard, see it, but you can see if you go to the right places. Okay, it's really close, and that science agrees that at one time it was all connected. It's underwater now. Okay, the Bering Strait, and it's underwater if you look at the maps. But for some 15,000 years, it was solid like ice and land and tundra. Yeah, it was tundra. Watch out where the Huskies go. Don't you eat those yellow snow. Boom, 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 boom. Great googly moogly. All right, little Frank Zappa there. So there was plenty of time for that land bridge and that ice and, okay, for people to cross. They're like, la-di-da, just walking around like Chris Farley would be on a skid or something. Oh, wow, what's this? It's a land bridge. Let's go and see where they are. Next thing you know, they're in St. Louis drinking in a dive bar. I mean, come on. So, by the time Columbus got here, okay, 1400s, okay, you already had the Incas, the Mayans, the Aztecs. These were huge super civilizations. They were so big civilizations that they're available on the game civilization. Okay, Sid Meier's, they were so big and influential. They built wonders of the world. Okay? And so they were already here in Central and South America before, what's his face? Good old Chris got over here. No, not Chris Farley, Christopher Columbus. I don't care if I'm confusing people. They should know the difference. Nobody in their right mind, Andy, thinks that Chris Farley discovered America. Or do they? Okay? All right? But like I said, you already had the Incas, the Mayas, you had the Incas, Mayas, Aztecs that were already established huge super civilizations in Central and South America. Plus, you had huge Native American, American Indian, Native American, the Apache, Cheyenne, Iroquois, Seminoles, all of that. Niagara was another one. Good one. Good back eastern tribe. Good one. So they're in North America. So, and then there's stories, okay, of Leif Erikson. Yeah, that Leif Erikson. Right, that Viking dude, right? Dun, 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 right? And who did he bring? He brought the, what, Minnesota Vikings? Yeah. So Leif Erikson and the Vikings discovered America what? Right? That was in folklore. Nah, If you really look at where they were at, I'd give them Newfoundland. That's that island nation, province, part of the Canadian, what is it? Canadian province, northeastern seaboard. Thank you. Okay? They were there. Okay? But they didn't discover America. The Mayans were, what are they more like? Nova Scotia, Greenland, Iceland, exactly, the little island. They're little island hoppers, they are. Okay? And what about the Irish monks? What Irish? The Irish monks that were over here supposedly in the 6th century. So, come on. All right? We're establishing that there were people here long before old Chris got here. Columbus, not Farley. Andy. Oy vey. It's a little early for that. About 21 after 8. But do you want to know who really? I mean, it's like Aztecs were here first. No, it was, not the Aztecs. It was the Mayans. It was the Irish monks. It was the Vikings. Millions of years ago. During the Cretaceous and Jurassic periods, there was like T-Rexes and Stegosauruses. They're like, wandering around, taking the bus to work. The bus drivers like a Triceratops. Everybody on T-Rex is all getting on the bus. They're going to work. Yep. Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs discovered America. That's right. They're having picnics. Let's go have brunch. We're going to go have brunch in Jurassic Park. The T-Rex is... it's like, yeah. We're talking back, okay? Everybody's like, we got to go back to really find out who discovered America. Well, hell. Does that make sense to you, Andy? I mean, it's come on. You got dinosaurs, Cretaceous period, Jurassic period, I mean, we're going to go back into the Stone Age to find out who really discovered, oh man. If we're going to go back to the Stone Age, the Stone Age, Andy? Who really discovered? What do you mean don't go there? What do you mean? Where do you think I'm going? If we're going to the Stone Age, I mean, then who else could you think discovered America? Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family. From the town of Bedrock. They're a page right out of his story. Let's ride with the family down the street. Boom! Through the courtesy of Fred's 2 feet. When you're with the Flintstones, have a yabba dabba do time. A dabba do time. You'll have a gay old time. Battle! Wilma! Come on, it's the Flintstones. I mean, that settles it once and for all. They lived, in the Stone Age. America was discovered in the Stone Age by T-Rexes, Fred Flintstone, Barney Rubble. I mean, works for me. Come on, man. So we should be celebrating Flintstone Day. Well, yeah, Didn't he slide off a brontosaurus when he was at work? They had the They had the, you slide down the brontosaurus's back after work. It's as good as anything, all right? So we'll discover, right, it's Flintstones Day, all right? Now, we touched on this last week, Andy. I want to touch on this again today. But it's worth repeating. As the elections get closer, I mean, can you absolutely believe the sheer volume of what we're getting? I mean, come on, we're like, what, 22 days from the election? My ballots came in the mail Saturday, the mail-in ballot that I've already looked at and considered filling out, and, but there's like, what else is in the mail? Flyers, mailers, ads by the thousands. No, there's millions of ads. They're in my, they're in. Have you been on YouTube? Well, of course you've been on YouTube because you're watching. How many ads have we been in? We watched one of my podcasts, like from 3 weeks ago. It was interrupted 3 times with ads. Okay, mailbox is full. Okay, political ads before and during videos, television. Geez, they're everywhere. They don't advertise anything else anymore. I mean, come on. Where's the good old days of beer and erectile dysfunction ads? I mean, seriously. I'm trying to watch The Big Bang Theory, catch Kaylee Coco's character Penny barefoot, and bang, 20 minutes of this ad. It's like, oh my God, it's just been bombarding. I mean, it's not like we don't already know who we're voting for yet. If you don't already know who you're voting for, and you're waiting for one of these political ads to influence your decision either one way or another, you're going to vote this, or you're going to get just driving us crazy with all these ads. Okay? Can you just think? It's just was of what good some of this money could be used for. I mean, we have a huge homeless problem in this nation. We have hunger in this nation. We have mental health crisis in this nation. We have addictions problems in this nation. We have animal rescues are strained at the seams. We have child care resources not enough for the moms that need them. And what are they doing? They're spending a gazillion ads. And the money, it just... And they don't say anything, Andy. They don't say a darn thing. They're not like, if I'm elected, I'm going to do blank, blank, blank. I haven't heard one ad. Not one. That said, the ads that I'm hearing is that my opponent is a blank, blank, blank and didn't do blank, blank, blank. Or is a blank, blank, blank. Yeah, I'm drawing blanks here. It's serious. There's so many social issues that are needed attention. And exactly, Andy, exactly. What about the hurricanes? Who's donating to the hurricanes? Okay, I'm seeing celebrities and the people that people hate doing it. Not seeing a lot of politicians digging deep and doing it. They are spending money on campaigns. And that's why we're bombarded with ads. I'm just trying to watch the Big Bang Theory here in peace, oh damn it! I will be so glad, Andy, when this is all finally over. Or will it be? That's the question. You know, I'm hearing people, you know, the ads, the hate, the bickering, the spewing, you know, this, we've been hearing it since the spring, you know, how can you not know, you know, you've been hearing the same pitch. I mean, I've been hearing the same ads for how long? 7 months? You know, telling people, yeah, I'll be really glad when this is all finally over. It's like, oh, really? Will it really? Yeah, will it really be over, Andy, or will it just be really starting? You know, I mean, there's just an aura out there. I don't know how to describe it. It's like the closer we get to election day, the more weird and apprehensive I feel. Maybe it's just me. You know, maybe I'm just, you know, yeah, but it just seems like, you know, the bickering, the division, is the rhetoric is picked up. Both sides are lying. Both sides know it. Both sides don't care. That's what's spooky. And the fall, yeah. So it's just, you know, be careful, everybody out there. Everybody, I want you to be careful. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of what's going on. Be aware. That's it. Yeah. Andy, well, how are we doing on time? We're out of time. We are out of time. Well, we're never out of time, are we? Are you? You are. Okay. Well, we're out of time, he says. So, everybody, remember, come on. Spay and neuter. Adopt. Don't shop. Remember, come on. You can foster. You can rescue. You can volunteer. There's thousands of ways to help get involved. But the best way I like to tell people is, hey, adopt a shelter pet today. Andy says we're out of here. We're out of here, everybody, till next week. Have a great Dinosaurs Discovered America day. Yep. Have a yabba yabba dabba dabba do day. Till next week. Later.